Welcome back to Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. I don't even care what Thursday, I don't care. I do not care. I am mad at the world, and I shouldn't be making a video when I'm mad at the world, but I need to make a video. But first, I need more firewood. So here we go. I haven't had enough sleep. My brain isn't working. Thanks to Anson, Ivy's family factotum, and of course the dog man and his four-wheel drive truck. We've got, I probably got almost a week's worth of firewood back here. So, all right, now we gotta go get chicken feed. Go check out dog man and Ivy's family factotum.
Yeah, y'all stay warm.
Yeah. Well, are you having problems out here in this Arctic? I haven't watched your video yet today. I guess I'd know that if I'd.
Yeah, it just posted, so yeah, we're having a little bit of problems, but we're working through it.
Yep. Good deal. You're alive and kicking and out here helping me, so
we're on the downhill now.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get out of there. All right, so I've been doing this about 30 times since 6 a.m. this morning. Is trying to get the water to stay on. And hey, I think I finally had success. All right. All right. Yeah, it's running, so that's good. And this side is the sand filter. Yep, it's filling up. It is filling up. Yeah, not a great day. It was right about 6 a.m. this morning. I was asleep in bed, nice and cozy. It was 40 degrees inside my house this morning. Yeah, I'll have to tell you about that in a minute. But I was woken up to, I had kept a stream of water at the kitchen sink, and I was woken up to the sound of the water going out. So it was, yeah, so that woke me up, which So yeah, and it was below zero. Not below freezing, it was below zero. And I came out here and I'm trying to get the well going, and it wouldn't go. And then I have to walk to the front porch for the breakers are there, because I have 2 well pumps. I have a sand filter in here, and there's a well pump in the well down in the ground that pumps it out of the well and into the sand filter. And then I have another pump that pumps it from the sand filter into the house. So there's all kinds of stuff in there, and apparently it got so cold last night that something froze. And so that's why at 6 o'clock this morning it went out. But here it is. I think it's about 3 o'clock, and it hit 32 degrees at noon. So we're probably up in the high 30s, but it finally got warm enough that I think I got water, but let's go inside and make sure. All right, the cold water is working. I turned the water heater off, but I don't know. I should probably go turn that. No hot water yet, but the water heater's turned off. All right, I haven't had enough sleep. I'm stressed out. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Are there chickens behind me somewhere? Okay, so firewood. Yeah, I went through pretty much everything I had that was small enough. And so Gary helped me go over to O'Rourke's Little Field and get some more firewood. So that was good. And then today, Dogman helped me go over to Ivy's Family Factotum and get some more firewood, so that's good. Why do I need this firewood though? What's up with the furnace in the house? Yeah, so a few days, probably 3 days before this freezing stretch, the furnace started flipping off the main breaker of the house. So that wasn't good. I don't know. Yeah, anyway. So with the freezing temps, and it would do that, you know, I turn the furnace on and, you know, like go to town or whatever and get home and the power would still be out because it flipped the main breaker. And I could not have that happen while it's freezing outside or I lose all my water. And being without water is, that would have been a bigger deal than being without the furnace thanks to the wood stove. So I have been, I couldn't risk it turning the furnace on and having the power go out, and then when the power goes out, the well goes out. And when the well goes out, there's no run of water through the pipes, and that's when the pipes freeze. So I had to, I kept the stream going so the water didn't freeze, and I've just been using the wood heat, and so thank you to O'Rourke's and Ivy's and Gary for helping me. So and even then it was 40 degrees inside this morning. Last night it got to 0 or below 0, and that was the coldest night we've had. So when I woke up this morning, it was 40 degrees inside the house. And I woke up at 6 because the water was still freezing. Oh, so this has just been a horrible stretch. Luckily I had water until this morning, and now it looks like the water's coming back on. Hopefully I'm gonna go flip the breakers on the water heater right now, and hopefully I'll have warm water and I can actually get a hot shower in tonight. That would be very nice. All right, on to the next thing. Well, the car's coming. The chickens have been they've been doing pretty well. They're not very happy. I'm sure I've got some frostbite on some combs and hopefully not some feet, but I did lose one young cockerel Not sure what happened there, but if they've got anything wrong on the stress of, below freezing temperatures, that'll hit them. But the one thing about the chickens is they, that first day, they're unexperienced with snow. So that first day I let them out and they're like, what is this white stuff, cold? And so as soon as their feet hit the snow, it freaks them out and they start flying everywhere. So the first day, it was chasing chickens through the snow because they'd fly over the fence and they'd try to land on a tree and they just don't know what to think of it. But this morning, they're gotten used to it enough that I only had one chicken fly over the fence today, so I didn't have to deal with that. But other than that, the chicken, they're not happy with all this snow on the ground. And what I've been having to do is bring them water. So I had a trickle going in the sink, and I would just collect that trickle and fill up some big old pots. And then I'd heat it up to around 60 degrees. And then, so like once every hour and a half, 2 hours, I'd take fresh water around to all the flocks. And that's just what I got to do until I get to the new place where I got spigots outside. So, but yeah, the only water that was working was at the kitchen sink. So that's where all of their water has been coming from the past 3-4 days. And I just gotta haul it out, gallon and a half at a time, and that'll do 2 flocks. And yeah, all right. I have not been having fun the past few days, to say the least. It went from bad with the furnace not working properly. Then it went to worse with no hot water, and then it went to just tragic. Bob died yesterday, and that's just devastating to me. And I don't know what to say about that yet. So yeah, Bob died yesterday. He was inside. He had been inside most of the time. Yeah, I just don't want to even explain it, but it happened pretty quick. I was there, and nothing I could do. I called. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it, and here I am talking about it. But yeah, goodbye to Bob. Just unbelievable. Just unbelievable. It is now the next day. I'm about 10 minutes from home, coming home from the new place. Bob was able to move to my new place before me under the worst of all circumstances. So I went up and buried Bob today at the new place. There's a hawk. And I'm on my way home. How do I know what happened, but I don't know why it happened. I don't know if the weather played any part, the temperature, it might have. And that's part of the hard part, is not knowing why. But it was, he had gone out that morning. I went out to saw some firewood in half for the fireplace, and I was only outside for maybe 15 minutes, and Bob went out like he normally does, and he went back in with me. When I went back in, like 15 minutes later, I sat down, took a break, I went outside. I don't even know how long it was between him coming back outside, so it might have been like he'd gone outside for maybe 15 minutes, and it was probably less than 10 degrees, and he came back down. He sat by the wood stove, and then probably about an hour later was when I noticed there was a problem with him, and he was gone 10 minutes later. I did everything I could think of, called the vet, and it, icy roads, the vet wasn't in that day. I started Googling everything, and yeah, there were 10 minutes, and there was nothing I could do about it other than, watch it happen. I don't know what caused it. I don't know why. It might have been the weather, you know, going from the cold into the heat. I have no idea. But he did not make it. And so I took him up to the new place and he'll make the trip. So, all right, I guess that's about all I can explain about that. I'm gonna be home here in a few minutes, and I finally have hot water again. Yesterday morning, my all the water went out to the house, and I think it had just gotten so cold it froze underground. Because as long as I had that stream going, the plumbing didn't. The hot water froze. I don't know why that happened, but yeah, the hot water froze right away, but I still had, you know, regular water in the kitchen sink until yesterday morning. And we had gone over 24 hours with it being below 10 degrees. And then there was a good 10 hours where it was below 0 degrees. And I think my pipes going from the well house to the sand filter were deep enough, and I think that's where it froze. But so I got my regular water was going yesterday afternoon, it thawed out, and then this morning my hot water lines thawed out. So I turned on the water heater, and when I get home I'm gonna have hot water for the first time in what, 5 days. So that's a good thing. This has just been miserable. Could be worse, could always be worse. And then tomorrow, the next 2 days, it might not get above freezing again. So I'm confident as long as I keep a stream going, I'll still have water, because it's not going to get down to 0 or below 0 again. So I should be all right, but that still means all my outside water is frozen, and it's been so much work with the chickens, because the sink was the only place I could get water, and yeah, so I was carrying it out all day long, and it's, you know, I don't have winter gloves, so I just had the work gloves, and you can only be outside for 10 or 15 minutes before your hands are really starting to feel it. And I've had a lot of extra work keeping the wood stove going. I've got a lot of logs that are just too long that I have to chainsaw them in half. You've seen some footage of that. I'm gonna have to be doing that a lot more. But the wood stove has saved me, but man, it has created so much extra work getting through this cold snap. That's one thing, people like wood stoves, and that's great, but everything you got to do before that wood goes into the stove is a royal pain in the rear end. So I'm done with this winter. I'm mad at the world, and I shouldn't be making videos when I'm mad at the world. But yeah, this year has started out junky. It's bound to get better. It's bound to get better. And now the new place is all muddy, and so that makes everything more difficult. It is what it is. I got some plans coming up for some more progress up there. There's some stuff we can get done while it's muddy. So one more step to take before I can call the electric company and hopefully get that hooked up. So the electricity might be happening here in the next couple weeks. That would be good. And I don't know what else to talk about. I'm finally gonna get a nap today. First I got the wood stove. I gotta shovel out all the ashes, because that wood stove's been going constantly. I let it go out today when I went up there, but now I gotta shovel out all those ashes and then relight a fire, and then I'm gonna take a nap. Then I'm gonna take a hot shower, and then I'm gonna take a nap. So, all right, and then I'll edit this video for you guys tonight, and hopefully my next video will be under much better circumstances and a much better mood. But I'm probably going to be mad at the world for a while, because Bob he was a good cat. So, all right, thank you for everything, and take it easy. It looks like this little girl has made a new friend that she likes to go out and play with after dark. Let's take a look at a clip of this other cat that I caught. Well, 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 looky what I found. Well, let's see what happens when I go over here. I can't edit videos. She's been hanging out. After I feed the chickens, she usually comes out and just kind of hangs around outside. And aside from that one incident where there was a stare down at my front door, these two seem to be getting along pretty good. So I don't know what's going on. I've got a little black and white cat hanging out, trying to come inside and steal food, although now she comes out when I feed the chicken, so I leave her a little bowl of food outside. And I don't know what's going on. But she doesn't run away at the sight of me, so I think she, or it, I don't know if it's a she, the black and white one. But I think it knows, just be cool, and that dude will give me some food. Yeah? Okay, it's, what is today, Wednesday? And it's like 20 degrees outside. My pipes are frozen. And I still can't edit videos. Let's turn this around. Yeah, so I kind of crashed that laptop and and I can't edit videos. So I can put this one up raw. So I'll keep it short here. But yeah, just a little update on the kitty cat situation. They are enjoying the sun. They don't care if it's 20 degrees. But I do, and I'm going back inside later. Hi, kitty.